What's up, guys? This is Sean Tan, and welcome back to the My First Property podcast. And today we have an NFT holder, right? So you're also a long audience of the channel.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
How many years? Wow, I don't know how many years already. Like, I don't. I guess
Only you know. You don't look at me.
I think it's around maybe 2-3 years. I guess. Yeah, but that's a very funny story how I found out about your channel
Let's go there first.
let's go there first okay. So I was shifting my house, and then I wanted to buy a mattress. So I searched online for reviews of mattress, and suddenly I found you.
Oh, you terserempak with my...
your old videos on should I say the brand?
Yeah, man.
Can So it's like the Joey mattress one.
So later Joey, I can... Because Joey is the founder's name.
Yeah.
So
Really?
Yeah, so I can get her in. Yeah, Joey, if you're listening.
Yeah, man. So I saw that video, the mattress, and then wow, this fella macam not bad review things quite tune So then I searched your YouTube profile Then wow, okay, so you review properties as well. So from there, then I just went down the rabbit hole and then but I didn't buy the Joey mattress. I got the other one. Mainly because I like spring
Okay.
Maybe next time I don't like spring already, then I'll get a Joey mattress.
That's extreme. But anyway, before that, right, you below introduce yourself.
Oh yeah, okay. Hi everyone. My name is Anslem. I am in the pharmaceutical industry. What else should I disclose? I don't know. I'm a property owner, and I
Wannabe property investor.
I'm a learning property investor, learning from the Sifu
Then which NFT you got? The number what?
Oh, I think I got the 11 one.
11.
I think 11.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, I have an NFT project where after you buy, then we will hang out for 2 to 3 hours. Then we will go and see properties together, new ones lah. So then you went the last one also, right?
I went the Eco
World one.
Eco World one.
Yeah. So we went and checked out one of Eco Ardens when it was just handover. So I realized that because I was from the industry, to me see new houses like nothing. But for normal people to get access into new projects is very, very tough. So
True.
that was part of the perks and utilities of buying the NFT lah. And belum sedia, why I keep speaking Malay today?
Because we spoke a lot of Malay just now.
Not ready to launch more yet, but maybe I think around Christmas time I will launch another 10.
Already cool.
Yeah,
cool.
so
I would recommend. I would definitely recommend.
Yeah, but now because the crypto news is just very bad, everybody's like...
then it will be damn cheap.
Then it will be damn cheap.
Very cheap, no? Because ETH...
very cheap.
ETH dropped
so I'm like, I depend on currency on people like that.
That's true.
But anyway, so a bit about your backstory. You have you are a property owner.
Yeah.
Then we want to kind of discuss about, because I know everything about him already after 3 hours, right? So he struggles about overanalyzing things, but not for your first property.
True. Yes, very, very true.
Okay. Tell us about your very first property first.
Okay, so the first property I got it when I was around, I can't remember, 26, 27. And I bought that property, I would say, on impulse. Because I didn't know about your channel lah.
Sorry.
So in my mindset is that I need a property so that I can have maybe forced saving, in a way, forced saving, and also I just want to have a property lah, because that was like among my friends, it's an investment.
It was a goal.
It was a goal thing and all that, and I would say I can afford at the time, because it's around 400 plus, 300 to 400 plus the Malacca property, but it's a landed property lah, and at that time, the intention also was for own stay, because I was working in Malacca. And then, so fast forward, I got transferred to KL. So now I'm in KL lah. Have to buy a property in KL lah.
Never going back.
I'm not sure actually for the future plans. Excuse me. Maybe I might need to go back, but it pretty much depends on my company lah.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure. So yeah, but I enjoy being in KL lah. Everything is in KL, right?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, yeah. So investing, I'm also I dabble in stocks, crypto. I bought ETH because of you, because I never buy crypto before.
Oh yeah, you were the one damn kanchong asked me when I launched and
Yeah, man.
Oh, then you go back to
So the story was I was on the way to work, and then because I've been in contact with you, right, to buy your NFT.
Yeah, he was rushing me. When you want to release? When you want to release? Let me know because you always sold out lah, right?
Yeah, because at that time I was wanting to buy my KL property, so I was very kanchong lah. I want to buy property and all that. So then I wanted to buy your NFT lah. Then you were explaining about your NFT. You know, it gives you access to you and all that. So I really like it. I like your work. So why not just buy? Then I can spend time with you and we can discuss for more properties and all that. So yeah, I rushed for it lah. And that's how I discovered about ETH.
Then he complained to me, why my ETH didn't transfer? Why cannot buy one? Hey bro, not enough. I need to change more ETH whatever. Force me to go and discount my NFT.
Yeah, then I also just discovered about gas fees. So what's gas fee? Got gas one. Then need to pay gas fee or. Okay lor, pay gas fee lor. Then as long as can get his NFT, okay, I don't mind lah. As long as I'm a fan of you lah, bro. So
okay. Thank you.
I don't mind. Yeah.
So back to the property, right? So now upper tertiary.
Okay, so that property now is rented out. I've rented the property now for around I think half year already, but I would say it's bleeding money, but it's okay lah. Even if I don't rent out also, I still can afford the installment.
It's the spare change lah.
Yeah, correct. No lah, not really spare change lah.
So like okay, when you buy, it's around 300 over 1,000.
When I bought it, it's SPA price. Okay, so SPA price is around 400 plus K. And then because the property is new, so
got promo,
need down payment. Then got promo, blah blah blah, and all that. But we need to pay 10% lah down payment. Okay, and so like that lor.
Then now, how much is the market price? Have you checked last?
Oh, okay. Not really. I didn't check because my wife really loved that property.
Also, selling is not an option.
Actually, I want to sell lah. My wife, if you are listening, I want to sell the property. Shout out to my wife.
So that's interesting. But it's your name lah.
Yeah.
It's not a joint one lah.
Okay. So big confession. So that the property actually is a joint joint name. And that's why I never discovered your videos before that.
So that's why now it's you have equal rights to the property, means that you don't want to sell and don't want to sell. Right. Yeah. So now it's like kind of stuck, but rent out how much?
It's renting out at 1,000 per month. But the installment is around there, 1,000, 5,006 like that. Yeah, around there. Yeah, but the good news is I'm married to my wife.
But you bought when you were not married lah.
Correct.
Yeah. So wise investment relationship. Right? So I think the way forward can be if you tahan another like maybe 5-6 years. And this is a thing that a lot of audience needs to understand first. If you want to buy a landed property for ROI, meaning like you want to have cash flow, very high rental, right? Very rare. Very, very rare to have a landed property that breaks even your installment. Just because the amount for the landed property is too high already.
Yeah.
So like now 300 over 1,000, yes, still can, right? So you bleed like maybe 400 per month, right?
Around there.
And it's not bleed, so it's going into the savings account.
Yeah, so
your forced saving account.
Correct. So we also are very aggressive in paying our this principal.
Yeah.
So I think now we almost there already almost going to pay off. Yeah. So whatever sometimes I get my very good incentive, so I dump in, and my wife will get her bonus, then we dump in.
So the important part here is you need to understand, like we spoke about this in the Rena's mortgage series. A lot of people thought that I just bank in that same account, right? It will be deducting You need
Yeah,
to actually
true.
you need to write into the bank sometimes, right? I want to settle this lump sum.
Correct.
If not, it's just gonna be it's not even advance payment. You just park the money there, and
Correct. Yeah. So I heard that podcast as well, and I also checked. So that podcast was really good. For those that haven't listened, please go and
wow,
listen.
promoting my channel.
Yeah, man.
On my
Good.
channel. So weird.
Yeah, I learned about LPPSA, also the government loan thing. From that. Because my mom is a government servant. My mom told me about it, but I don't know what's the name of the loan lah. Which I discovered from your channel.
Yeah.
So that's good. Coming back to the what
The forced saving thing.
Okay, forced saving.
No, the direct money.
Oh yeah. Okay, so my loan is the semi-flexi loan. It's not a flexi loan, so I don't have current account. Yeah, so what we will do is we will just transfer to the account, and then it will get deducted lah. So I think one thing good about public bank, can I say the bank? Can. Okay, so public bank, it shows you like there's a code, right? Showing you that this one goes to the principal, this one goes to the monthly installment. So we know lah whether this one will pay the principal or the monthly installment. So I think we are quite aggressive in paying, and I can see that it's quite low lah now.
Okay.
But the thing I'm curious about is I'm still paying quite a big installment. I mean the installment amount is
the
quite
installment amount is going to be the same.
Same
Just that the weightage of installment versus principal. So it's going to result in the difference of the tenure being paid. So instead of 30 years now, maybe you pay like 18 years.
Yeah.
And then other people come back to me, Sean, you are wrong. My installment amount is still the same, you fool. But like your years, or they were shortened.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't I didn't have clarity lah, because there's just too many information. The topic is actually very big.
True.
But now, like, because you are into the whole knowledge pool already, so now you have clarity on, like, now we can discuss accurately and everybody here understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
If not, like, installment, why is that? Pay money can already, ma. Right? But what I'm more interested in is the debate between settling the loan amount versus putting your money into stocks to get dividends or whatsoever, versus using this to buy another property. Because the concept here is unlocking dead money versus using money as liquid form.
Okay.
So like instead of like I have another like 50,000, I throw it in, right?
Okay.
For confirm, that's going to save interest. So if your interest rate now a bit high, is like around 4%. So that will save 4% of your housing loan. Versus you putting that in EBF, for example, that will generate you 6%. Versus you put into other stocks right now or crypto that will 100x. No such thing already.
Hopefully lah.
Then or you want to put into your own ID of new property as a down payment or whatsoever. So there's no right, no wrong. It depends on your appetite.
Risk appetite. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so maybe I'll just like to comment on this. After marriage, right, it's different because we got me and my wife. So the discussion about investment is totally different. So last time when I was single, I can be some sort like you lah, but you are this you are
crazy
extreme lah. You're very
I will cut my arm and use it as a sword one.
Yeah. So I'm not that extreme. Maybe around 70% of my savings I can put in investment. So now with having my wife, right, I need to think about her view of investment as well. So her view of investment, she's a very conservative person. I think one of your guests also mentioned this. I think he was my junior lah, but I don't really know. We don't really know each other, but yeah. So he was mentioning about his wife and then being very conservative. My wife is very much similar. Yeah. So our goal and her goal was to always just pay down the house, the principal, and to pay off as fast as possible because we don't want to pay the bank more. But after when I listen to your videos and all that, I have that different kind of perspective towards properties. Yeah, so I think for me, I will be more inclined to investment in terms of properties and focusing more on investment. But my wife is more on the conservative side. So we need to come to a balance in a way, come to a balance and decide what are the investment things that we can do lah.
Yeah.
And to what level of the investment that we can go to. So there's a very, I mean, we discuss a lot lah. It's a
Of course.
constant conversation every day. Me trying to convince my wife to invest more, and then she being the conservative person don't want to invest, and not say don't want lah, but invest a bit. So
and I realized that's a very common trait for women.
true.
So like a lot of women friends also come to me like, hey, I want to try to learn properties. Don't talk about crypto. Don't even touch lah, right? Don't even like stocks, right? You need to have a CDS account. What is that? Right? Don't even don't talk about it. Just like buy a property, and I encourage that actually. So like if you're a young power woman listening, right, at least have something under your name.
Yep.
And like what I think your concept of forced saving, right, is like one of the last reasoning I will use to convince a person to buy. If you have a lot of money, let's say you're earning 8,000 as an individual, right? Buy something, please.
Yep.
If not, right, the money is going to finish also. One.
True.
Even if you put in the bank, you save like 3,000 a month, right? A year, 36,000, right? That's not going to grow a lot, man.
True. That's
Because
true.
then, festive season come, vacation come, Chinese New Year, dong dong chang, finish already, right?
Yeah.
But after you buy a property, there's this discipline in spending really. Suddenly, I dare not spend as much. Next month I got in commitment one. And
Yes.
then, so conservative has its perks one. You will never go the other way.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people
Correct.
see me
So
like,
won't go wrong
oh,
lah.
you will have a lot of properties, whatever, right? But when I get burned, nobody knows. But now everybody know lah. Everybody knows the story. But before that, a lot of people just like, oh, glamour, a lot of properties, right?
Yeah.
But
you're talking about the
JB, but I sold that
millions
already.
one. Yeah lah.
So an update, right? I actually sold that property already, and I actually made a loss. Net, I made a loss, like 100, 200,000. But in terms of cash, I took back some because I settled the loan very early.
Okay. That's
So
good.
I pay less interest.
Okay.
But the concept here is then, for example, now while you figuring out what to do on your next property investment, so Anslem is a guy that almost every week when he was in his research mode, right, sending me projects left, right, center. Bro, this one, right, in this property next to Cheras is under discount. then I think it's damn good, but he got lawsuit, so should I go in now? It's price per square feet. Then he sent me all the Excel sheet, the comparison, like, and this unit how this unit facing this corner, okay. This one there's this land, I go and measure on site like it's 30 meters, I think it's fine. Because it's a regulation 30 meters, so I know it's 30 meters, but I go to the site, I check it's really 30 meters. But now then luckily I didn't buy bro, which is a month later, because now the project tergenala now stop work for a while lah. Then luckily bro, then like, and this goes on for every single project, you know.
We don't mention the project, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
So for every other, so now like go back to one project that I reviewed before, so. Bro, when before launch he keep register. I want to buy. Okay, I said okay one. You go won't go wrong one. Then suddenly, the launch price really, damn expensive, bro. I don't want to buy it, so I go something else. Then go to 3 projects later. Then can now go back to the same bloody project again. But then the price increased already.
Yeah, that's true.
So the challenge here is then the final part of the step 4 of the Sean's basic step. So step 1 is I also forget it.
20 properties.
To get your intent.
Yes. Yeah, intent.
So to get
your why.
No matter how you will question me, I also like then the research of 20 properties, the third is to find out how much you can afford, find out your amount. That's step 2. I also now mix
I also
it.
can remember it.
Step 2, find out how much you can afford. Step 3, go research, right? Step 4 is to make that decision.
Informed decision.
So now, right, you are stuck in that step 4.
Correct.
For very, very long.
Correct. I think it's around 1 year plus.
But the amount of information you have is a lot. Lamba.
Correct.
But just cannot make the choice.
Correct. Just to talk a bit about that. So I researched. Okay. So I know we will be talking about this. So Yeah.
Yeah, look back
So
into the chat history. Whoa, that's like a property encyclopedia in itself.
Correct. So I researched 20 properties already. Then I stopped counting. I don't count already. Then I go on some more. So yesterday when I was scrolling through my WhatsApp, right? So I see all the property agents. So I purposely go and number the thing, see got how many properties already. So inside there, I around 30 to 40, about that lah. Because some property I maybe got 2 agents or something like that. So yeah, around 30 to 40 properties I go and see. And I like your conversation with pharmacist guy Jonathan, right? The first
episode.
story. Yeah. So he mentioned something like he was searching for his house, and then at last in the process he keep going back to that one property that he really liked. And when he go and compare with other properties, he go back to that property to benchmark, to compare, right? So I was the same, then whenever I go to different properties, right, I will compare to that property that I shared with you, and I was thinking, actually I really like his property lah. I really like his property. I think okay lah, can lah.
So you book already, Jet?
So now I'm in the midst. so this what's that?
No, I asked you can book already. No, Jet lah, never book yet lah.
Actually okay. So there's a long story.
Okay, we got a long time anyway.
I wanted to book the lowest floor. Actually, I think you know which property I'm talking about lah. So the second phase one, the lowest floor, when I go and meet the property agent, I think last week it was still available. The units I want, so it's 15 and 10. And then I just recently checked, it's already sold off. But he said that I can wait lah. I can wait for it to be released and all that. Yeah, so I will just wait for it lah. And then it's also because like, you know, my kahwin already he married already so that discussion of buying which one to buy is real. So me and my wife, we discuss it thoroughly lah. Because she's like share with you, the very detailed person. She's a very detailed person, very conservative, really analyze whatever that I share with her. And so there's a lot of things that we talk about, like what is the property going to be for? So your intention. So like for me, I want it to be an investment property. And my mindset is that I want to probably stay at the property for 2 to 3 years, if possible. And then who knows, like you always say, who knows about my job? Maybe I will be transferred here and there. I don't know. So that's a very good message to everyone. So I decided, okay lah, we get an investment property lah. Then if let's say I get transferred, then okay lah, never mind, we rent out lah. So, and I have few other criteria like you have to be beside MRT, you have to be very convenient for me. Below, you have to be a commercial place, and then the Zap Fund must be near. The commercial areas have to be near. So
Zap Fund there actually not bad.
Right. So I really went to, but that's not the only property I really go and investigate. But there was a property that I really liked, and I liked the places that are around there. Everything is so near. Opposite, got shopping complex. And then after that, below also maybe got shopping complex in the future. So I decided on that property lah. And finally lah.
After 40 properties
Yeah lor. But yeah.
But so, it's better sorry than wrong.
Correct.
So this is something that like I won't laugh at you for not making the purchase. Let's say you go another 20 more properties, right? To me, I'm like, I will entertain you,
Yeah.
Right? But the thing is, if you get the wrong one,
yes,
that's lagi teruk.
Correct.
Than to not get one.
Exactly. And
this is the thing that a lot of people actually messed up.
True.
They rush to get one, right? So they can tell their friends about it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a property owner now. Hey, I'm a grown up now.
The glam.
So I just buy one as a license to get married or as a license to adulthood or whatsoever.
Yeah.
Which is
my first property.
Very wrong. But then going back to your first property, which is like now, if you know how to play the game, right?
Yeah.
After 40 property research, you know very clearly this is the one.
Yep.
Which is a very informed decision.
Correct.
Right? Almost borderline overly informed. Right? but the thing is, for the first property, you know nothing.
Yeah. True.
And you bought it just like that. Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, but last time, a lot of uncle all tell me, right, last time, oh, then how this uncle is so successful, right? When they buy, they don't know jack shit also.
Okay, but they got the money lah.
They have money and and choices were not as in abundance.
I see. Yeah.
Last time, 1 year, maybe 2 property launch.
Hmm.
Now, per week, also 2 property launch already.
True. That's true. That's true.
So that's why my job exists, ma. Last time I'll eat grass, already, nothing to do.
So your subscriber is going up, right?
just a lot more properties to review. And then now, because we can travel easier, like I'm seriously considering a property in like Penang and Kuching.
Wow.
Like Kuching, because of the very heavy price property, the prices is way beyond affordability, right? But the capital appreciation for landed properties is amazing.
It's a lot.
Because there's just less player there. It's heavily dominated, so not as much as in Peninsula.
Wow. But there is leasehold. Right?
I don't
Something
care.
like that. Oh.
So in like
Well, it's like for investment lah.
yeah, the property will double. So you buy a landed property, really, right? When you say forced saving, I would put my forced saving there as a landed property. In Penang also the same. Then when you think about Penang, the one that I reviewed, beach front, riverside mountain top or whatever, quality in terms of environment is way beyond KL.
Yep.
But KL just got demand for space.
So rental lah.
So now the more I travel, right, then suddenly, the more things I see. So the only going back to the rental thing for landed properties, right? My only landed property that makes money really in terms of rental is the one in Johor.
I see.
So not the one that I sold, I have another one. So the one that's very close to the borders of Second Link.
Okay. Makes
Because
sense.
my tenant who works in Singapore.
So your rental, he should pay one lah.
Yeah, so he rides motorbike to Singapore. But come back, right? Then he go for supper, he will drive Velfire.
The one that you mentioned.
Yeah, I told him.
Okay.
There's a Velfire at home. But then he rents the property.
How many Belfire? 2, 3.
One.
Oh, yo.
Then,
Strong.
but the couple rides motorbike to Singapore for work one.
Whew.
That's because currency. So like imagine one side gets 4,000 Sing, right? 8,000 Sing times 3.3 is 25,000 ringgit,
5 figures.
Oh. It's not like very high figure.
High 5 figures.
Then he's my tenant.
Okay lah, you shocked lah. You sure get.
So the capital appreciation increased a lot, but the rental also very good.
Yep.
But this is very rare, and I got that right by accident one. Because I was researching, I looked at rental rates only. Oh, rental rates, okay, can cover 80% of my installment. Okay, very good for landed already.
Yeah.
Cool. I bought the property in like 3 days.
Cool.
I want this one. I look at the agent. Okay, pay money. Chan. So the rest is like everyone is like questioning why you buy this, why you buy that. Then when you think back, lucky, number one is luck. But then when the borders was closed down for pandemic, nobody rent.
Oh, okay.
So you have locals, then the rate is half. Rental rates is half because the currency also half
Correct.
So rental also half. Then now when it recovers, then now it's slowly coming back up. But I'm making money already.
Okay.
So when people say landed, good, right? Now, since we are in this, when doing this recording, the property in Kajang also flooded. Now,
Kajang
Kajang, a lot of
mine is quite close.
Semenye, all flooded, right? So now there's this an extra dynamic where we should look at
Yep.
is nature. So suddenly, right, topography matters a lot. Last time,
Very true.
my uncle times again when they buy, right, something heights, okay one. Subang heights,
Yeah.
whatever heights or whatever highland, right, okay one. But too high, last time got landslide.
Yeah, that's true. But I think a good thing also it's like because of your channel, I learned so much, right? So the informed decision comes when you ask around. So I searched so many properties already. And each property,
You can start your own channel already.
No lah. Probably have some friends living around there lah. So just ask, here got bungee not lah? Okay not here. So it's facing the mountains, so should be okay, right? So I think we because I really like the fact that you always stress, you have to be an informed decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Yeah, I
Or one
think
thing
that's a
about
very good
informed-
message lah.
One thing about informed decision, right? One more metric to ask when you have friends, right? Pasar malam and schools.
Okay.
So like when you are traveling around, right? So like whenever you're picking a home, close to school and being next to a school is different thing.
True. Okay.
Especially like primary school or whatsoever, right?
Yeah.
So around my house also, the whole jam, right, is caused by one school.
Yeah.
Imagine you're in between 3 schools, especially like SJK,
Yeah.
the Chinese primary school. Crazy one, insane one, right? I think the parents are a bit overprotective, but I can understand as a parent now. Whoa, no bus already one now, all cars. So that is heavily affecting
Yeah.
the congestion.
Yeah, that was the property that I asked of your opinion lah.
Yeah.
That was one of the considerations also. But because it was for investment mindset,
That is good.
so I don't mind lah. But I probably will stay like I mentioned just now, 2 to 3 years. I don't mind.
But those congestion happens only at school hours.
School hours, yes, correct.
So it has nothing to do with you, man.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, but still the roads are quite bad lah. To enter into the place, when I go around the area, wow, the road
So
is very bad.
it's the project that he's looking at is a matured township. It's a matured address. So matured address indirectly means old.
True. Yeah, the commercial area is also very old.
Yeah, so it's old address. Old address means infrastructure also old.
Yeah.
Old, and a lot of people thought infrastructure nothing lah. Infrastructure means road width, means landscape treatments, means those street lamps,
Yeah.
means drainage.
Yes.
So whenever I say like good infrastructure means all this.
Yeah.
So like old roads are last time don't have so many cars, one,
Yeah.
but now you see that's why it got jammed because the car cannot contain anymore. And how they manage traffic, last time there's no road engineer or road system, whatever specialist one.
Yeah.
Last time all traffic light one.
Yeah.
Oh, berjangga, traffic light je.
Okay.
Now, but you look at Damansara, it's like the most advanced flyover whatsoever, right?
Yeah.
Built so long. If not, it's going to be a bottleneck for sure. And traffic light is so if you look into the evolution of an address, if it's still controlled using traffic light, it's rather old. Its best is like it's not. So if you look into OUG right now, going to Bukit Jalil, oh my god,
I always use that road.
it's like the series.
That's bad.
Right?
Very bad.
And that's the only way. If early they would have seen the traffic congestion now, maybe I can just fly over here. I don't have so many small roads connecting to the big roads.
Yeah.
Then now the turnout for that is the local roads in front of people's house becomes the main road.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Or try to cut behind. Then very kasihan one. The owners, right, they buy like semi-lease, right, or landed properties. But when you come out, right, jam.
True. So that's why you always mention in in your videos that you don't really not say don't really encourage the nasi lemak property, but there's a risk there lah.
Yeah.
Correct not? And I really agree with that because I see it now. I'm staying in the landed double story rental property, so I really see it now, and I feel shouldn't buy landed lah like that. So that's why I look at all
If buy
condos
can
lah.
buy gated and guarded one. No?
Gated and guarded lor. But that would be so expensive.
3 times smaller.
So I don't think so. I mean probably other people can.
But I think it's a
afford.
different thing. Like when you got no money, this is way to think. But suddenly when you like promoted like twice in 3 years time, right? Then salary is like oof. Then
Okay.
whatever you want. Dear
True,
honey,
true.
whatever you want.
True. Yeah. So the intention have to be right lah.
Yeah, exactly. In accordance to your affordability.
Yep.
Don't go for something, right? That is okay. Imagine the house that you use all your money, like 80% to pay, and now it's flooded.
Yes.
Your entire asset, right? Your entire net worth is underwater. It's very hard to come out from out. So you got not enough liquidity to even fix things, to repair and come out again.
Yep.
That's what happened to my old house in Taman Sri Muda.
Yeah, I saw.
So that one is very bad. Like single story, right? The whole house underwater. Only the roof. so a lot of them just give up. Like they don't even want to open the doors anymore. They don't
Wait,
go.
is your family still staying there?
Yeah. So they asked. Yeah.
So under the roof already, then still staying there.
So my house is the highest portion in Taman Sri Muda lah.
Okay, so still okay lah.
Ah,
Thank God.
So when the joke is whenever I go back, the second time when I go back, the one that I went viral for, my mom still says hi. You want coffee?
Yeah. Yeah, you
I
shared
uncut
in the.
everything. Yeah, I go in and.
And you use the penyapu, right, to check
yeah.
biawan or what?
Then she asked me, not got biawan, got
Huh?
longkang or not?
Oh, got longkang.
The biawan is not going to avoid the
Hey,
stick.
the biawan is in the longkang lah, bro.
then she will ask me, hey, you still want coffee or not? They are so chill about it. So, and
Used
it's a
to
very
it,
sad thing, right? Like now, the season is here and they know something like, hey, son, can you come back and help me move what? Move things upstairs. Because it's the season for... It's a normal thing, you know. So like cars, they don't want to buy good cars anymore. Just chin-chai, just drive around a Hilux or whatsoever. That's it. And they don't want to move also. Because all their friends is there. I think it's an excuse because moving into a new address, you need to know where to eat again.
Yeah.
The neighbors and all. So this is like, not everyone has the ability to move, number one.
Yep.
And not everyone wants to move. So to me, just leave it. So every now and then, I just need to be prepared on hiring people to help clean.
Okay, that's not really good.
And the sad fact is that we are so prepared, right? There's a gen set that runs on petrol. And we have petrol at home. Just hope there's no kebakaran. Then the second thing, I have a USB one that is like for like a lot on that can charge a lot of power banks and whatsoever. That can last them for 2 weeks.
Okay, just to prepare them. Yeah.
Then now another thing is like the internet one. Should I have something that is like extra? So in case power failure, there's still a internet connection.
Yeah. Wow, that's important. Know
And
how to connect to the call you and all that. Yeah.
So the next thing, like last time, is like, oh, you have the dry supply of food. They can last for a week or whatsoever. Then sooner or later, upstairs got fridge, downstairs got fridge also.
So upstairs will become like a house like that.
Yeah, so like 2 houses, like a townhouse like that.
And like the house that you bought lah, right? In Eco.
Yeah, Eco Gardens.
Eco Gardens.
Yeah, that's why I buy
a cool
upstairs
house.
also.
Yeah.
A lot of people like,
Yeah, is that the main reason?
no lah.
You buy on top because scared banjir.
But there's a bonus thing.
Security also lah. I think you mentioned.
Yeah.
I think that's a very good that's a very good property actually. But landed lah.
But it's a home. It's not an investment property.
Yes. Correct.
So for those who don't understand, like, that is something that I hope for all of you also. So like you reach a state of abundance where you can just like, I put the property under my wife's name.
Yeah.
And I'm paying for everything.
I plan to do that as well.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That is like, when you have enough already,
Yeah.
thank you for enduring all the risks with me.
Yep.
This is something for you.
And to maximize the quota also lah, right?
Then she like, I did ask for it, so like, you don't need to. So whether it makes money or not, right? Because now we are so used to this Bukit Jalil address, right? Then suddenly you want to move into Satya Alam, like,
Quite far, right?
Then most likely it's going to turn into an investment property also. I think. Because the rental there also not bad.
Yeah. Okay.
I won't chow too far one. But something like going back to you, right? Like now, the value that you can bring to a lot of audience is like that final step. So now finally you are ready to make that final step because of all the other research that you have done.
Yes.
And what's important here is go at your own pace.
That's true. That's very, very true. I think everybody has their own earning capabilities. Although sometimes we want to go all out, and then peer pressure sometimes, and then you see your friends who are getting married, then buying big properties, mention some of them. There's a peer pressure. But for me, I have my own mindset. I got my own investment goals, so I stick to it lah. And I'm sure that if let's say I put in the work, I enjoy what I'm doing now, I'm sure I'll be there also lah. And now the mindset, like I share with you, is still investment, but with the intention to stay as well. So that two elements are in a way merged together lah.
So the condition for that merge is the current rental around the area.
Correct.
Can it cover 80%?
Okay, so I checked. It's around
78.
If let's say I get the lowest unit, then yes, because there I would say around 1,007. I heard before of 1,007, which is fully furnished. So and then I heard also that property is going to in a way like join work with all of you. I mean the makeover guys to
Furnish the property.
Yeah. So I feel that it's good lah, can lah. Then it's an additional, I would say, benefit, and then it lowers down the net price also.
Yeah.
Then when I calculate the per square feet price, macam not bad boleh then so yeah lah. So I think that is my best buy for now.
Okay. To me, like I just can't wait secretly. I didn't tell you straight up lah. Just buy and move on. Next one already. Yeah, of course. Again, this is me.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah. A lot of people like you buy more properties than you buy shoes. So that's a problem I have. I call it a problem lah. Because like you ask me to buy shoe, I can never buy one. So and that's why I resonate. I resonate with a lot of people like when they want to make decisions, right? Why you think so much? Like to me, it's just different colors.
Yep.
Why this one 30% less? That's the always question. Oh, this one is the later color. So, what's the difference between brown and light brown? But because that brown was endorsed by this singer, he wore it during his concert. That's why it's now worth more.
Okay.
Do I care? So these are the things, right? Where again, you have your own journey. Nobody's rushing me to get the best sneakers.
True. And then also because of we need to align lah. In the marriage, you need to align and all that.
This is the key point also, when especially with family members, I think it's very, very important. Because what you don't want is you have 18 properties and no wife lah.
Yes, exactly.
But eventually you will still. Well, that sounds very weird, but let's not go there. but like again, also like, what's the point of you buying the properties, right, for the good of the marriage, but she don't like it?
Exactly. Yes.
Because not everybody is just comfortable with loans.
Yeah. Correct.
To me, I want to have as much loan as possible.
Correct.
So the goal is if I were to have like 30 million, 40 million in loan, and like goodbye world, it's straight away asset for the next generation.
And you protect yourself with the insurance and all that.
Of course, I must match that with production.
Yeah.
So of course I want to somewhat enjoy that labor, but that has not been my goal all this while. I only need my zap fund only. I don't need a lot of money to live my life. So these are the things, again, people will have their somewhat obligation to tell you their expectation. Hey, you see, you buy now, enough already lah, one enough for marriage, enough already lah, right?
Yeah.
Then just rent chin chai lah, just get one lah, just get one, everybody. You always talk property, no buy one. Don't listen. It's your journey, it's not
true
them.
So I think the alignment between like myself and my wife has to be there lah.
Yep.
So whenever we make a decision, like buying a property, which is a very big ticket item, we really need to be aligned. What's the intention? Follow your 4 steps lah. So once I have done everything, so I just share with like one of your same thing. I did the research and all that. Then I know everything. So I just go back to my wife. I just tell her, okay, so these are the properties that I've looked at.
Dapat approval lah.
Just get her approval only. Get her buy-in only. Then after that, I can go forward with it. So that was the long part lah. That was the time-consuming part.
Because your proposal do slow, man.
Not really, leh. Just nice. And I learned a lot about in terms of wedding also from your podcast. I think you shared on the Yamcha sessions, right? Oh, that was a good podcast. The 4 hours one, the first one, I really consumed to the max.
Wow. They should buy me dinner already.
Hey, come lah. You talk a lot about wedding, right? And saving money for the wedding. So my mindset was with that also. But at the same time, I wanted to give a very special treat to the people that were very close to me lah. So whoever that I invited for my wedding, although it was a very small wedding, and also because my grandma passed away, so we did an even smaller one. So yeah, I reached my goal lah. I set a budget. I splurged for the things that I want to splurge, like the food and all that. I splurged. Per table is around close to around 2,000. So splurge is okay. But other things that I feel is not really necessary,
I want to angkat kaki.
I save. Which was some of your key points also that you shared in your podcast session, which I learned and I really try to embody. So I think
I think the key message here is it's your wedding.
Yeah, true.
Do whatever you want.
True.
But
so that's why I save a lot on, like the decorations.
Yeah.
The taking photo.
Because those are done, right? Sometimes marriage is not paid by the couple.
Yeah.
So if the cost is not bared by the couple, it's bared by the parents. Too bad lah. You follow who the pacemaster is lah.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of sad facts where my friends, they got married. The bride has only one table to invite her friends.
Okay.
But they have 100 tables.
Oh, that's quite bad, right?
So you, dear daughter, the marriage of your life, you get one table.
Okay.
The rest are friends of daddy and mommy.
Okay. Yeah, I think for me, my parents was quite good lah. I mean, my in-laws also was really supportive of us.
Especially explain.
Yeah. No, really. My parents and my in-laws are really supportive lah. They let us make our own decision. We budget ourselves. Everything we did ourselves. And job or the tasks and all that we dedicate ourselves. So I just like to thank my in-laws and parents lah. Wow, damn good lah. You all give me a lot of freedom to do my stuff.
This is like a confession channel. Right? You just put under the mask, right? Oh my god. No.
But it's true lah. It's true. They really helped me a lot. And the whole wedding was it's to my standard lah. Because my standard was we discussed about it and we decided on these are the key things that we need. Like food, we don't save.
Good
Go
for
all
you,
out. And then the things that I want to save, I save.
Around how much?
A bit.
200,000?
200,000? No lah.
No lah.
Okay, so I'm from Malacca.
Oh, okay.
So
it's
gonna
way
be
lower lah.
Much lower.
Lah.
Much lower.
So
my whole wedding I save a lot lah.
okay, good
I
man.
really save a lot.
And like with okay, so it's easier to save when you have a goal on where the money is gonna go,
Yeah, true.
right? So like if you don't have you save so much for what? The money is gonna be there anyway. But you tell them, okay, let's put this into a property. Okay, furnishings, right? Let's put budget 100,000 for ID.
Oh, okay.
Then you're like, oh, okay. So now you have only like 180,000. Okay, lah, 80,000 for the wedding, lah, right? Max, then we leave some for emergency. Okay, 50,000 for the wedding.
Yeah.
Then no matter how much. So there's a goal to save, right? It's way easier than just like 50,000. People will then question why 50.
Yeah, lah, true.
And it only can be done when you have a common goal.
True.
So like for me, my responsibility of my relationship is I need to be the ultimate breadwinner. Means that she don't have to care what I spend or what I invest because she will get her own. But then I will be so great that now she gets property under her name for no reasons. Partly to fulfill the quota, and partly is to just give more lah.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's every relationship has their own dynamics, and let's not make this into a relationship.
Yeah, man, it suddenly becomes a relationship podcast.
But to me, I think all the goals and decision is just practicality, and and have that full awareness. It's your life.
Yeah, I think also a good time to get married was that time. Because just after COVID,
everything
so
cheap lah.
I was okay, not bad. But the COVID season really helped me a lot lah, because I was quite aggressive investing during the COVID time. So that helped me to gather some funds for the wedding lah. And so the wedding was really, I didn't have to worry about anything. Because when I took
So the property that you're going to buy, when is it going to be completed?
2026. 2026.
For 4 years down the road. 3 years like now.
Wait, 3 years lah. 3 years lah.
Okay.
So
and let's make this a goal, right? 3 years down the road, you'll write an email or an WhatsApp lah. Dear Sean, we rent out the property because we can afford a landed property somewhere already.
When I can afford lah.
Yeah, so that's like for 3 years, right? So that's a game that I always like to play. You know what? I'm not going to move into a property, right? Like the exact property that I buy in Bukit Jalil, when I buy, I didn't have a lot of money. But now after I buy that, so before it completed, I buy several other more properties already. So now, a dilemma of ours, not to brag, but do we want to move into Ardens or do we want to move into that one? Or there's this other property that you want to move in? Which one is for what really? So I hope that problem falls on you also.
Yeah, man.
and because you're at your age, right, let's strive to go next level. Because a lot of people, I buy already, chill. Right? Tunggu dia habis.
Correct.
But
I think that there's one point that you always bring up. You only earn money in property when you buy.
Yeah.
Right? You don't earn when you sell. So I think the entry price is really very important. So a lot of research have to go into it, and then the two places that I feel is the best to buy properties for investment is Lelo and also bulk purchase. So that's why I also been asking you about the bulk purchasing group, which I feel is it's important to get the best deal so that we earn, right? So hopefully in the future I can go into it. But I'll settle this property first.
Then for your
future,
third, fourth, fifth, we will talk about that behind cam.
Can.
Third, fourth, fifth. I think the first two is like
tutup mata.
Actually, like
actually, lah.
I settled that first two in like a year.
Yeah,
if you know how to do it, right? But okay.
Then we'll talk about it later.
Okay. But then the like what's important like for the audience, right? Go at your own pace because this investment thing, you are going to pay the installment, not anyone else, right?
Yep.
So you don't have to fall to anyone's lip services on, hey, this one not nice lah, hey, this one, and be very mindful. This is something that I realized like not lately lah. Do carefully share your purchases with people.
Carefully share your purchases,
Meaning like when I want to share this good news to you, hey, you know I buy this property really. It can come off two ways. If the person is really happy for you, yay, right? Okay. Congratulations. When it's open house, I come and help when you want to move.
True.
The second type is,
jealous,
then behind scene, like, this guy cannot. Why do you want to tell me these kind of things? Why you want to show off, is it? You say because I cannot afford, is it?
Yeah. Then like that, I shouldn't come on YouTube. No, but I think the purpose, which I feel is the reason why I'm here. The why is to ensure that a person like me in my age and my capabilities of earning knows what to do and what to expect. You actually have to really research to buy a property. It's not like you go to the showroom and then you see very nice. You just straight away buy because you get influenced by
a lot of other things.
The salesperson or maybe your friend or whoever is telling you very good, then you buy. It's because that you really have done the research. You have listed all the criteria that you want to list, and you have decided on that, and that is very important to you. Then you need to decide to buy. Yeah, so it's not a very easy process, I would say. Yeah. I
think it's my fault to make it look too easy lah.
No, but you made it easier because you list down. No, really. From you just imagine like for me, I don't have any clue about properties. I feel I'm more of a stocks person when it comes to investment. So I like to research about companies and all that. I didn't know nothing about properties. So you were the reason why I actually go into properties and research about them lah. So it's not a really easy journey lah.
So
honest.
be mindful when you all are doing the research and
4 basic steps.
So I think we need to really emphasize that again in our communications, right? Not people that forget, because now a lot of new audiences. I'm grateful for a lot of new audiences. So, but they just come to me, right? Sean, what should I do? They're like, have you heard of the 4 basic steps? What's that? Then I'm like, so there's this new batch of audiences, like not the old birds like you all, right?
Old birds.
But anyway,
so I like your. I mean, you have grown a lot lah from your first, because your
luckily not my size.
No lah, not your size lah. But I seen your videos since very beginning. where you what's up guys?
Yeah.
Your style also changed already.
Yeah.
What's up guys? You do that. So I've seen you grow and you progress and get better at your craft, right? So that really inspired me lah. And that's one of the reason why also I became your NFT owner, and I'm really into learning about properties now. So that's the main reason why I support you lah.
Okay, so this is just a very selfish thing. Like, I want to emphasize on you. Like we mentioned, like during the NFT session, it was more on personal development and trying to monetize your passion for money. Like you want to do consulting or whatsoever.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so this is something also where part of the NFT one, when you tell me your goals, I will make sure you go after it, right? So now it's like, since this is on video, where the hell is that? So I know when now we have investment, we have whatsoever, we also kind of speak about this like on the previous podcast. Let's also talk about earning money.
Yeah.
A lot of people, like when they do is they want to save money, want to invest money, right? They want to make money work for them.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to comfortably talk about earning more. Like now after you buy the property already, you can channel all this research energy into something that you has always been passionate about, which is to help people get out of their mental health thing.
Yes.
So I hope that you can start
Yeah.
doing that more. So this is just like, because we want to come here, I want to put this on record. So I want to really
I think I have a plan for that lah. Because I share with you, I am already starting some. I mean, because I am very involved in my church. I serve my church very closely. So every week I will go back one.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
My motto: work harder.
Okay.
Make it happen.
Okay, cool. It is already happening in a way. But
on the next episode when we come here, your property is ready out for rental, and you have a career on that.
Oh, of course.
Then we're talking about whether you want to have the fixed job or not.
Yeah, I think whatever I learn in that sense, I can put it into
exactly.
Yes.
So
into whatever.
But okay,
job
of course, at your own pace.
Correct.
And I think that's about it for today. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your over-analytical scenarios. But again, that's a very easy remark to be made by others. He's not going to buy one. Whatever, right? Ultimately, it's your money.
Yeah.
You take as much time as you need.
True.
But there will be a cut-off time where you really need to just jump and don't blame yourself. Let's say if I were to buy already, there's a new building in town that is cheaper and better. There's no need to beat up yourself for it.
Yeah.
You can never chase the ultimate goal, and you will not know which one will make more money. You will never know.
Yeah.
Oh, you see now that one got more. You see that one got whatever new advanced Changi thing, right? What if the project cannot complete?
True. So if let's say it hits your criteria,
Yes.
then you just go for it.
Make the best informed decision at that moment.
Yep.
3 years or 3 months later, got new project next to it, way cheaper, 20% cheaper.
Yeah, close eyes.
There will sure be a reason why it's cheaper one.
Yeah lah.
Is there something missing?
Yeah.
So like, we don't know. And let's not play the route that where all of us can play God. You see, if I would don't know, last time I would buy the project next to it. Don't know one.
I don't know.
So let's not go to the what if scenarios. Take and go. And once you get the keys, it's going to be furnishing, then do whatever you need. Right?
Yes.
Okay, a bit too action focused.
Yeah, action focused. I think we should be action focused so that
A lot of people feel like we're stressed.
Oh, really? Okay.
So that's like just play easy.
Play easy.
Unless you ask me to press you. So I think that's all for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and see you guys on the next one. Anslem. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.
When love